Mm-hmm. It's not here, isn't it? It's empty.
It's a good job. Go on then.
Hello everyone, Chris and Gav here, the Retro Heads, and we're going to do, I don't know what it's going, just one of our ramble videos, team chat. There's going to be no questions answered or no goal at the end of this video. We're just going to ramble on.
It's all our videos, it's just us rambling on. It starts off with a purpose and a point, and then it just goes.
Yeah, to be fair, like me and Gav just sit and talk rubbish to each other. It's a good laugh. Fuck us anyway, I don't know about you. But basically, during one of my live streams, I said we were going to be filming, and I said, does anyone have any topic ideas wants to talk about? And JW, he mentioned, I don't know if there's been like some question doing a bit of a round, like nostalgic games or whatever, but I think he kind of said, is there any retro games that you didn't like then but you do like now, and kind of vice versa? So I said to Gav, really, we're just going to talk about retro in general, from when retro was new compared to now. Like saying, so it is going to be a mix of any games that were hard but now you find easy, any games that you used to find easy but now you find hard, and basically just playing games when you were new on the Super Nintendo and there's all that kind of stuff to now when the class is retro. We got any thoughts, Gav? Like saying for me, Shattered Bell, I mentioned Gav, it's like Action Fighter. That game, Action Fighter is one of those games that I remember playing so much as a kid, probably because it was one of the games we had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I couldn't remember what it was called. And you know, you remember a game, and like you would like start off as a car and you turn into a bike and you turn into like an aeroplane. And it took us
Bird's eye view, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like top down, and it's a really fast game, and it took me ages to try and remember what that game was. And once I found it, I was like, oh, it's Action Fighter, I can't wait to get this game. Got it, played it, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's because it's that quick, especially the sky part isn't too bad, but the beginning bit on the road, especially for the bike, it's just that fast, and there's vehicles coming in front of you, you crash all the time. I still play it a little bit.
Don't you have to collect fuel in that or something to keep going?
No, you can collect, I think, the letters of Sega, and once you do, like a truck comes and you drive to the back and you can change vehicles.
Yeah.
From like a car into a
jet ski or something like that, isn't it?
No, into a motorbike into a car.
Speedboat or something.
Then when you get so far in the level, you turn into an aeroplane, you go into the sky. Like you're saying, I still enjoyed it. It was a massive nostalgia trip playing it. But it was just kind of like, was this hard when I was younger?
To be honest, I think nowadays we expect to complete a game. Back then, you didn't. You played a game for the fun. You didn't think that you were going to probably get past level 2, to be fair. You didn't expect to complete it. You just played it to have fun for an hour or so.
Yeah.
But now, with all like saves and everything like that, you expect to complete a game when you play it, unless you just don't like it and you put it away and never play it again. But I think that's a lot of why you think games are harder now, because you'll have gone into that thinking, I'm going to complete this, or I'm going to get so far in it at least. But back then you wouldn't have had that mentality to where you're thinking, this is hard, I can't even get off level 1.
Yeah, you just play it, don't you?
Yeah, you just play it for fun, take turns with your mate on the couch next to you or something like that. I think that's a big part of that sort of aspect.
So what's a few and what games you remember as a kid and that you've played again, like in recent last year or so? And
tell you what.
And what's your thoughts?
I'll tell you what game made me think I must have been a hell of a player when I was a kid. It was Probotector, the original, the first Probotector on the Nintendo. I think I completed it as a kid, but when I first played it, I played it on a modded Wii that you did for us, and if I didn't have the Konami code, I wouldn't have completed it. I think I've done it once without the code since. Maybe I might not have. I can't remember. It is a hard game now, like, but it did take us a lot of practice to get to being as good as I used to be. Although, to be fair, I used to be that good because I did play it non-stop. I used to love that game. I still do. Probotector's awesome. But yeah, that's one game that I remember being easier. The second one is easy as cake. Like I think probably the second or third time I played the second one, I could complete it in one life
Yeah.
without dying. Yeah, it's just like so much easier than the first. It's unreal. Like, still a good game though.
I'll tell you a game I thought was a lot easier than I I've told you this when I first did it. I've said it take paper before. I put Mickey Mouse Castle Illusion on, and I turned it on, and you know when you just go on again, just press the start button as you're getting comfortable, just click, 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 you know what I mean? Here we go, been waiting to play for ages. Game starts, flash through the first level. Easy, flash through the second level, flash through the third level, complete the game. I'm like, whoa, that can't be one, this is it, I can't remember this game being that easy. I thought it was a bit of a challenge. When I finished it, I just automatically pressed start, it started on the practice. It must just have a practice, an option of practice and Castle of Illusion where it's just a shortened version of each different kind of area, because it's like a
kiddie version.
Yeah.
Basically, aye.
And obviously you must start that. No, he's made just pressing stars and getting himself comfortable starting that. I remember finishing thinking, that can't be, that was easy. I don't remember this game being that easy back in the day, and I'm kind of like, wasn't I realised, yeah, it's still a decent, like an easy-ish game, but it wasn't that easy.
Mega Man 2's got that. As far as I'm aware, that's the only Mega Man game that does it. It's got like, I don't think it says practice and normal. I think it's like normal and hard mode or something like that. But
Yeah.
hard mode is normal mode, if you know what I mean. If you go normal, I went on it once just because I was like, I'm not going to sit and try and finish it. I just want a quick blast on it, so I just put it on normal out of daftness. And like, I think I got all the way to Wily or something, and it was like pretty late when I put it on. I thought, I'm going to have to knock it off. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning or something at that point. And I was like, yeah, I just knock it off and play it again some other time on the hard mode. But I don't know why. Well, I don't know why they did this, because obviously it was aimed at kids. It's no good giving a kid a near impossible game to play. They're not going to buy any follow-up games, are they? Really, if they didn't enjoy that one, why would they?
I'll tell you what, I will turn it into some kind of a bit of a question, Aidan. So obviously you've done your Pro Bowl Tech there for your game that is a lot harder than you remember.
Yeah.
Which for me it was Action Fighter. For another one, I'm going to say a game that you were pleasantly surprised about, because for me it was the Ninja on Master System.
What, one that I never played?
No, that like I just that you've played again and you've forgotten how kind of good it was. Like it took you by surprise, because I had the Ninja as a kid, right? And then, but it wasn't one I've been actively looking for, and I just picked it up, I put it on, and I only started playing thinking, you know what? I've forgotten, like I'm just pleasantly surprised at how good this game is. I've forgotten, like it was like a fresh of breath air when I played it. And I remember as a kid, the level on the logs where the logs are moving. There's only me and my friends that got there just a few times, and it was a bit like so and so get there, so and so get there. And when I played it, it wasn't easy, I remember, but I didn't finish it. I got past them levels because obviously I had a good few goes.
Yeah, I've never played the Ninja.
And I was just pleasantly surprised that, like, I just put it on as a bit of deafness, all trying to Ninja, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about this game. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, have you had anything like that, Gavin? Not where you've just picked the game up and put it on, and just thought, wow, yeah, this is...
Actually, yeah. It was a game, it was the one I got with my Nintendo, actually. And I used to be pretty good at it. Obviously, I was about maybe 8 to 10, something like that, when I first got it. So, I mean, we're talking like 4 years of playing it, that I got to the point where I was pretty good at it, because it's such a hard game. A lot of people gave up on it, I think. It was Turtles, the original Turtles. And I bought it again when I started buying all my old games that I used to have. The ones I can remember anyway. There's loads that I don't know what I had. I just can't remember having the games. There's none like where with you, like with Action Fighter.
Yeah.
Where I remember a game, but I just don't know what it's called. I just can't remember what I had at all. I got it back because I love the box art on it. It's amazing. That's why it's on display. Lovely, lovely box art. And I was watching 8-Bit Andy play it.
Yeah.
He went through it, and like, I didn't watch his full video. I just watched like snippets of it, you know. And I thought, you know, I want to go through. I want to complete that.
Yeah.
I got all the way to the end boss and died. And the thing is, once one of your turtles goes, if it's Donatello,
Yeah.
you're pretty much knackered. Especially if it's on the last boss. I mean, is it Shredder or...
Is
I
there a
can't
boss
remember.
after a boss? Isn't it a Technodrome you fight? Is that the last?
No, I got past the Technodrome. It was the last boss. I think it was Shredder, and he chucks like throwing stars
Yeah.
at you and stuff like that. And like Andy, if you watch him play stuff, he's just amazing. He
Yeah.
explains it perfectly how to do it, and he knows all the
He's
tips
the
and
kind of
tricks.
guy who can just play one-handed while eating a sandwich.
He's-
Yeah, you just
yeah.
do this. Yeah, you just do that. And
And like I watched that, and there was do you know them little metal chompers? Do you know what I'm on about? Like they were just basically like two legs and a metal chomping tooth. They were on the arcade machine as well. Like they were about that big or something like that. But on this, there was a giant one, and that's as far as I managed to get to. Back in the day,
yeah,
I didn't get to the Technodrome or no like that. I got to the big chomper, and then once I got that far, I tried again a couple more times, and it just like gave up on it and sold me Nintendo and went on to the Super NES or whatever. Like
Moved
you do,
on, never went back.
like you do when you're
Yeah.
a kid.
next gen.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just watched Andy and I was like, just the way he explains how to use the turtles properly, because I always knew that Mikey and Leo only do half damage when they hit, and Donatello and Raphael do full damage
Yeah.
or double damage maybe.
Doesn't Donny have a longer reach with his?
Yeah,
staff?
Donnie's the key. He's got
Yeah.
a staff that's like twice as long and twice as powerful, and Raph's he's as powerful, but he's only got a little tiny sai.
Yeah.
So, what he was explaining he was doing is, if he thought he was going to get to a bit where his chance to die, you can change turtles on the fly. He'd change to Michelangelo, who was his like throwaway turtle, you know.
Yeah.
So he would just use him to get past any dodgy jumps and anything like that, and then turn back to one of the more powerful ones later on. So yeah, that is one game that I went back to and found different. I wouldn't say easier, but watching Andy play it, explaining how to get past the Technodrome boss and
Yeah.
do this and that, and
Made
like,
you want to go and play.
yeah.
it.
I mean, I was wounded that I didn't kill Shredder, because like I did what he did. I just got 2 unlucky hits off him,
Yeah.
and once I lost that first turtle, I was pretty much done for. Like the wife's outside the door waving
She just turned up. She's
tea bags at us or something. I don't know what she's got. Chocolate.
She did probably.
Cake.
It's near
Yeah.
pork pie.
It's not a pork pie, so we'll just ignore her.
She's not going to bring me a pork pie.
Right.
Right. Next one then
Go on
is
then.
I've been thinking of something weird.
While I've been talking,
Yeah.
have you not been listening to us?
Well, I don't know if you watch the video back, I'm just staring into space going, what can I think of next to ask?
Come on then.
I forgot now, because all I think of is chocolate.
Chocolate. Chocolate cake. I'm surprised it's not pork pie, because you did mention pork pies. Go on then, what were you thinking?
What? I'll just come back there, just come back. A game that you played that much as a kid, you're sick
still
of now.
remember.
No, you're sick of now, but you still kind of love. For me, it was Alex the Kid on the Master System.
I can't get away with it, like, I really
That's what I'm
can't.
saying. It was built in, so I played it that much. I used to love it as a kid. I still have fond memories of it. But I tried to play it not so long ago, and I got halfway to the first level, and I thought,
It's tedious, isn't it?
I've played this that much. I just kind of, it's the first level in it of nearly every retro game, because
Oh, yeah.
you played it that much as a kid, the first level, and I did. And as soon as it got down at the bottom, I was just kind of like, oh, I'll turn this off. And like you say, I used to love that game as a kid, because it's the one in the computer. Even if you couldn't find the game, you could always play that one.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, I'm playing with my brothers. We never finished it as kids, but I remember getting to like really far. It was like a castle, and you had to like go through, and like there was like a curtain dropped, or like it was water coming down. I can't remember what it was probably. No, never finished that though.
I don't know. I'm sure there are games like that, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
I just played the first level that many times. If you went back and played it now, you'd like kind of. I can't be bothered to get through the first level of this game. I just remember it that much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, to be honest, Chris. I love all my games. No, rival turf, maybe. I mean, it's a walk, right, and fight game, you know. But I did used to play it quite a bit. I mean, it's a poor man's final fight.
See what I say there, Walker? See, I'm a little bit the same on
It's
like
pretty much all walk, right, and fights for like that
all-
for me, apart from Golden Axe, because that just rules.
all
Golden Axe
the
is
beasts. I'm a little bit late on all now. If I try to play
I
that
like
again,
all the
recently.
beasts. I still like
No,
all the
I do
beasts.
like it, but I think it's like the first level where it's kind of like I've played this that many times.
Rise from your grave. Power up. But
Right,
no,
why you want to answer that one? Now another question then.
I've just answered it there. Probably's like, to be fair, probably's all, what would you call them? Walk, right, and fights. Beat 'em ups.
Yeah, I just like a side scroll and beat 'em up.
The,
kind of thing.
yeah, pretty. I mean,
Arcade.
they are fun,
Arcade.
but
fighter
it
kind of
doesn't
thing,
take
yeah.
very long for them to get.
Tedious.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on MAME or something like that, I would say like 70% of them are them.
Yeah.
And there's not that great a variation.
Oh yeah,
in it, is
when you
there?
go to arcade club, like you like free play, so you're playing Turtles, and honestly, or the X-Men. By the time you're bored on the last level because
Yeah.
you're just doing that constantly.
Well, you don't even get to the last level, do you?
No.
The amount of times you walk down there and what them arcades need is a reset button.
Yeah,
Because people just like started off and go, I'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
And then just leave the character who just stood there until the time ticks away or something.
then someone will just go and pick it up and do another level, and then leave it, and then someone else will come along
pretty
and do
much
it.
aye, yeah. But no, I don't know. I'd say that's more of a genre than a game, but that is pretty much the only example of that I can think of, you know. So what was your next question going to be?
Retro game that was awesome then and is awesome now. That'll never get old.
Point Blank.
Point Blank.
Point Blank.
Yeah.
Time Crisis 2. I loved
Yeah.
that game so much. When I first got that, I probably, they didn't have like 100% complete the carts and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but I probably did do it a few times. And like, it was that close to the arcade. I could complete the arcade go in one go with one coin. Just sit on the arcade, Point Blank 2, complete the full thing in one credit. It was like, yeah, stop playing it after that. I've nowhere near as good now, like, but that yeah, I love that game so much. It was awesome. It's amazing.
Like, for me, it's just a link to the past. I can't get enough of it.
Never heard
I'm
of
liking it more and more and more. Like, say I've done it 4 times this already, and I'm wanting to play
You're
it.
talking about doing it again already.
Oh
aren't you?
yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I'm wanting to play it more and more often. It's kind of, I've said before, I've spoken this like loads of you. I'm thinking of getting into speedrunning it because I just love it that much.
If you could marry a game, what game would it be?
I'd say what it is. It's just one of those games that it is timeless, and it's a good challenge. Even if you do play it, how many times have you played? It's still always a good challenge. Yeah, that'll never get old for me.
It is a good game, but it's not as good as you make it out to be.
No, I don't big it up though.
In my opinion.
I don't big it up though.
It is good. No, you wouldn't do that.
No,
you wouldn't
no.
hype something up. There's so many other games out there, Chris.
Right, and I've last year, so this is my last one. Let's see if you think of any questions. But a game that you don't want to play, in case it spoils
Oh, I've got none of that.
the memory. Have you not?
No. I know you like that with Rescue Mission, aren't you?
Yeah, there's 2 games, Rescue Mission, and the next one I probably will, but reluctantly, is Legend of the Mystical Ninja, and that's, I've mentioned it a few times, haven't I? And that's because I used to play it at my nana's house with all my cousins, and then I don't know if I want to. I've heard it's a good game. That's why I might play that one, because I've heard it's a good game. So I might actually put it on if I buy it. I could emulate it, but I've said to you, if I do get it, I want to buy it physical and actually take it home and put it in my snares and play it properly. So I don't even want to emulate it. But even if I buy it, I'm not sure if I want to play it yet. I'm still on the fence on that one. But my other is, of course, Rescue Mission. I don't want to play that game.
You went in a little huff with me when I bought it, didn't you?
I did.
You proper spat his dummy out because I bought Rescue Mission. It's like, wait, I'm not saying you have to play it. Yeah, but it's my game.
No.
It's not your game.
That game is just so nostalgic for me. I remember as a child just watching my dad play it. I can't remember me playing that much. I just remember sitting on the couch on the floor next to my dad watching my dad play that game. They loved like the gun games. And I just remember watching. He used to. I think every time he played, he used to finish it. I used to sit and watch him, and
It's not even that good.
that's why
It's
I
not.
don't want to play it in case it's not that good. I can imagine it being awesome.
It's-
And like you're
it's not.
saying, and I got it, and I loved it, and I didn't want to play it. And Gav went and got it like a week after or something. Oh, I got Rescue Mission. It wasn't that good, really. I was like, what? Just from my memories of my dad and my face, why don't you? So I don't think I'll ever play that game. I don't know. It's weird because why would I play it? I mean, I will never change my memory of what it was. But then again, the memory isn't me playing the game. It's the memories of me watching the game. So maybe
Why don't you sit and
I
watch
was just
me
going
play
to say I
the
might
game?
come around and watch you play it.
I don't want to play it.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. I've just bought it again, actually. Cat only.
So, so have you got no games that like you would, or would you just play anything you buy, or is there nothing?
Yeah,
you
I've got no games that I don't want to taint the memory of. I mean, all the games I've got good memories of, I've pretty much bought anyway.
Yeah, well, I bought them, but I just don't want to play them. That's what I'm saying. It's not buying them.
If I've bought them and not played them, it's because I haven't felt it, or I've sort of like been playing something else and like I was like, I want to play that, but I'm going to play this first. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you've got all these games here, and you finish a game and you're like, what to play next? Because it's a big commitment, isn't it? Moving on to your next game, because you know that next game could take weeks to finish. What are you going to be putting your time and effort into for the next few weeks? And it's like, it takes us a day or so to decide.
Yeah.
I could just put a rescue mission on and just free my mind for a while or something like that, but no, I like to put effort into my thoughts. Anyway, no, there's no games I don't want to play, so I don't take my memory of playing them. To answer your
No.
question, I don't know where I was going with that other ramble.
But you brought it back. It's all right.
I brought it back. I reiterated what I said originally. Any more questions?
No, I'm questioning out unless you have anything to add, like about retro then and now.
No. If money was no object, what would you buy other than Zelda Tat? If like it doesn't matter if it was cheapest chips or if it was most expensive game.
If I
If you
wasn't,
could get anything, what would it be?
oh, that's a question. Have you got anything in your head like?
I would love boxed Sunset Riders. I would love it. Something that's I'm going to have to get at some point
Yeah.
because I had it and I won it, and it's amazing on the Super Nintendo. It's for me. Back then, that was pretty much arcade perfect. I've got loose cars. I got it off Retro John at one of the events, but when we first started going, it was like 60 quid.
Yeah.
60 quid box complete, might have been 80 for a mint one or something, but the price on that now, is just, I don't know how much it goes for. It could be 300 now for all I know. Wait, I think it was actually once or twice, but it's not out the realms of possibility. It's not like Mega Man X3 where it's like $1,000 or something, but it's just like so much money for one game that I really, really want. Yeah, I would say that's probably more than X3 to
Yeah.
be fair. Maybe I would say X3 because there's less chance of us getting that. But for the heart, I would say it would be Sunset Riders.
Yeah.
Go on then, Chris.
I don't think I have anything like that. Obviously, like you're saying, for me, I am.
Mystic Ninja.
Right, possibly, but then again, I'm not that bothered getting like a box copy. I'm happy for a loose copy because apart from like saying my Zelda, which I do want, like saying there's loads of expensive Zelda stuff I want, like the adventure sets. But apart from after that, it's just kind of like I just want decent games. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been talking to Gav recently. I'm on about getting rid of more of my games again that I know I'm never going to play, and I'm literally going to write a list of all the PlayStation 1 games I want, the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3.
Okay, so what's the top game on that then? What's the game that you want, that you really, really want to get, but you want to find in the wild? You're
On
not
the
going to
free-
go to eBay or something like
Yeah,
that.
on the-
What is your most sought after game at the moment? Tony Hawk's 2.
It could be.
Tony Hawk's, man. Tony Hawk's. It's not SSX tricky, is it?
I mean, like I said, let's say, probably some of the ones I've picked up in my hand, like say Destruction Derby, I wouldn't mind that
What,
one on
that
the
you put-
PS1.
That you put back.
Yeah. Like,
I used to have Destruction.
the point blanks in, like, you know what I mean? The gun games, which I've got one in, I've got Point Blank 2, I've got Point Blank 1.
See, I'm missing Point Blank 3.
You see, I'm really, it probably would be just loose Mystical Ninja, just so I can kind of toy whether I want to play with it or not.
So you can tease yourself.
Yeah, well-
See, that's what you need a box copy for. You can look at the pictures on
You
the
see-
back.
Like, the thing is, you'll know more than me,
Mhm.
because obviously I ramble on about games, so what game apart from have I been going on about recently? Not a lot.
I don't know. I
really,
tend
is
to tune you out. To be fair, Chris. Mystical Ninja. Yeah, that's probably the one I've heard you rabbiting on about more than any other.
I mean, there's no PS1 games where he went on about. No.
What about NES? Was there any on the NES that you were after?
Not really. Like I said, I'm just picking up as I see, whatever I need. I wouldn't mind, like you say, the Mega Mans, I suppose. Mega Mans. Mega Mans.
To be fair, you've been going on about the PS1 more than any other system at the moment.
Yeah. But like you're saying, I've kind of stopped buying for a while. I've kind of, to be fair, I haven't picked up, I haven't fell out of love with buying games. But at the moment, I've just kind of slowed down because I'm thinking I want to get me setup done. But look at your PS1s, yeah, I mean, the Crocs, I wouldn't mind them.
I'll chuck them in a deal for you, Chris.
Yeah.
With them Nintendo games that you...
Yeah,
There was
Ridge,
also Salamander and another shooter like Salamander, Gradius.
Ridge Racer, wouldn't mind that. Just the ones I remember as a kid, you know what I mean, for the PS1. And the thing is, I don't want a massive collection. I just want the Ridge Racer. That's a game I played as a kid, I wouldn't mind that one. I don't know if you've got it actually. I just
I
off the top of
haven't
my head.
got Rage Racer.
But I just want a
no.
nice, I don't want shelves and shelves, just one nice, tidy collection.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah, of just what I want and what I
Mm.
remember.
You see, most of them PS1 games, I've got no attachment. I got a lot of them in bundles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what it is at the moment is, once it's full, I take away a game that I don't
Yeah.
want and replace it with a game that I've just bought that I do want. Same with the PS2. That's what I'm doing with that
Yeah.
now. I'm not extending the shelves any or anything like that. There's enough games there to get rid of some of the less desirables to make way for more desirable. I mean, I like all them games up there now. I intend to play. Not that I'm not kidding myself. I know I won't play a majority of them because there's just not enough time.
Yeah. Like I said to you, I'm getting rid of some more of mine. Just ones I'm never going to play. I mean, I'm going to half the PS2 collection, just like Spider-Man's and stuff I'm never going to play. And some other daft ones never going to play. The PS1 collection getting like Worms 3D, which I'm never going to play, and Family Compendium games I'm never going to play. You know, like you think, well, why do you have them in my shelf?
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of all my Game Boy games, all my Game Boy Advance games, 'cause I'm never going to play them. Game Gear games, I'm never going to play my Game Gear, never. It's just stuff like that. I'm thinking, it's just taking up space, but it's just like, why have I even got them? I just want to, I don't know, just strange. How you go through phases of buying and selling, and
Well, that's part of the hobby, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
like we said before, it seems to take a couple of years to find out what you really want to do, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. You see, I just tend to spend months buying
Yeah.
for one system at a time, and then like go on to the next system and buy for that, and then the next. And
Right.
I just tend to do that rather than like.
When you first start
Do what I
collecting them,
did.
it's like retro. I've got to have everything. I'm going to
Yeah.
Game Boy games. I mean, Sega Saturn games, Dreamcast games. I mean, I've had Dreamcast games before, not, and then I've got rid of them and stuff. And you just buy whatever. Boot sales are the worst because anything retro, I'll have that. I'll have that. I'll have that.
Not
Oh.
anymore. You don't.
I've got 10 of them. I might start buying more for a collection. Do you know what I mean? It's,
Oh well, I've got part 2, so I may as well get
Yeah.
part 1 to 10. Is it? Well, I've just got Final Fantasy 6. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, X2, X3. You know, and it's just like Are you going to play them? Do you want to play them? Do you want them? Are they good? You know, it's obviously not Final Fantasies because they must be good, otherwise everyone wouldn't rap it on about them as much.
Final Fantasy 7, wouldn't mind that really, because I remember that as a kid. Just,
See, I'm like that. I've got
yeah.
all the Final Fantasies on PS1 except for Anthology. It's like 22 quid.
Do you know what's made me think about the game that I wouldn't mind having? I just noticed up there GTA 2 on the PlayStation 1. Vice City Stories on the PS2.
Yeah.
I've been going on about that for a while, haven't I?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that game because I didn't even know it existed.
Bit of a rarity, really. It's
Yeah,
it's not rare. It's uncommon, maybe.
I think that's what makes me want it as well, because it's one of those ones that Grand Theft Auto was 10 a penny on the PlayStation 2, and put that one there is just that little one. I think it's the thrill of finding one. I went through the same with Back to the Future on the way, didn't I?
Yeah.
I could easily have bought that online, but it's just finding it in the wild. And I think that's what I'm doing with Vice City Stories. It's just, you find a game that you want to just keep your eyes out for.
I
and
picked
that's
mine
what
up at the booter, to be fair. It was like 50 pence or something like that, and I think I got about 3 or 4 GTAs and 50 pence each, and probably flipped all the rest for 3 quid online or something like that. I don't know, 5 maybe, including postage back then. But yeah, it is all part of the fun, I suppose.
Right, I don't know how that ended up from retro and then now into our tangent about buying and selling and collecting. You
We
know,
always knew that was going to happen, Chris, didn't we?
We did.
No, I'll chuck them Crocs in for you, and if you want to do a deal,
I might
Mario
have,
Paint might be on the card.
I might have looked for your PS1 collection.
Yeah. Like I say, I have no real nostalgia for most of that. There are the games in it that
I know you won't get rid of, but Pandemonium I want that in my collection.
I think I paid 11 quid
Yeah.
for it or something. It's not expensive. It's just one of them things where it's like, it's quite common and it's all over, so you just think, I'll get it later, and later never comes. You know, that's what that is, really.
I'm probably best off using a PS2 collection as a guide. I can probably go through there and decide what games I want to add to my collection. You've probably got to...
It's a nice collection.
It is.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I think we've
Yes, we've rambled on enough. I hope you enjoyed that.
we haven't answered any questions. We've just
talked rubbish.
yeah.
If you enjoyed that, if you want to leave some comments below about games that, like what we said there, games that were harder now, that's easier now, that you don't want to play because you don't want to ruin the memory of.
Or if you just think
Yeah.
Chris is a bit daft for doing that.
I don't know. I think a lot of people, a lot more people than you'll think will have that kind of.
Well, I don't, you see,
Experience.
because obviously you get into this for the nostalgia. So I don't get not wanting to taint the memory.
Yeah.
It's trying to relive your childhood, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doing all this.
What's it on there? Yeah, while you're getting in, let us know down below what you think. If you want to put a list of all the questions we asked, and let us know down there. We want to do a video response if we. I noticed they're coming back now. I've noticed quite a few people do video responses. Let's get that started again. But yeah, that is it then. We've rambled on a long time. I just want to thank you all for watching, and we shall see you all in the next video. Bye.